Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shanvira K. Shepherd. I help ambitious women go from having low self-worth to standing fearlessly in their confidence so that they can live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Now, we know that 2024 is definitely coming to an end. Okay, 2025 will be here like in no time. We have like 2 months and some change left, so we got some work to do. But we have work to do in regards to getting ourselves prepped and prepared for the new year. We definitely don't want to wait until December because there's a lot going on. We actually have Thanksgiving, and then Christmas is right around the corner. And so we're going to be spending time with family. We're going to be getting prepared for Christmas, buying gifts, doing all these different things. And then before we know it, January 1st will be around the corner, and then we're going to be like, oh shoot, what am I doing, right? So we all know that we tend to come up with our New Year's resolutions. What do we want to accomplish in the new year? But a lot of times we find ourselves falling off track every time we decide that we want to lose weight, or we want to make sure we're going to the gym, eating healthy, and taking care of our mental health, and all these different things we come up with for the new year. But then we might be on track for 2 or 3 weeks. We might even go like a good month. But a lot of times we always end up falling off track. So I want to share 5 tips with you that I think will help you to make sure that when you do set these goals for the new year, that you actually get them accomplished. Okay. So now the first thing you want to do is write it out. You want to make sure that you are writing out everything that you're wanting to do. That's going to be the first step. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to eat healthier, just to create an actual lifestyle and not just to lose weight, but you want to create that lifestyle. You want to get back in school. You want to, I don't know, you want to get that higher position at your job, like whatever it is that you want to do, you need to write those things out. Then you're going to want to create a plan around the things that you want to accomplish. You have to set everything out. Listen, you can go to the Dollar Tree. Okay. The Dollar Tree, you can pick up a journal. You can pick up a calendar. You can pick up a pack of pens, all the accessories and things that you need. Okay. $1.25, I believe Dollar Tree is now $1.25. So $1.25, maybe take $10 in the store and buy all the little necessary materials and things that you'll need to plan all of this out. But it's going to be detrimental that you write everything out. There is no way that you're going to tell yourself that, oh, I want to do these things, but you don't actually create a plan around how you're going to do it. But in order to create that plan, you're going to have to write it out. You're going to have to put yourself on a schedule. So if anybody knows that you have children, you have to put your kids on a schedule. You have to put yourself on a schedule. You know that just like the job, when they tell you have to be to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and you get there at 8, when you have to take your lunch at a certain time or your breaks or whatever it is, there's a structure, there's strategy. So you have to make sure that you're doing that in your life as well, so that we can actually accomplish things that we want to accomplish. Now that brings me into number 2 is we want to set clear and measurable goals. So as I stated, the first step is to write everything out that you actually want to do, but then you actually want to set clear and measurable goals. One way you can do that is by using what you call SMART goal method. So SMART. You can look that up so you know exactly how that works, if that's going to work for you. But I think just to keep it simple, when you're creating these clear and measurable goals, you have to, okay, there's 52 weeks in a year or whatever, right? So, and whatever it is that you're doing may not take the full year of 2025, but however long it's going to take you, you need to realistically think, okay, if you're wanting to lose weight, for instance, and you're saying, well, I want to lose, let's say 60 pounds. And so you thinking that if you set out to eat healthy, if you're going to be working out, you have to actually create a plan for both of those. So if you want to eat healthy, what is that eating plan going to look like? Are you going to meal prep on Sundays and make sure you create, say, at least your lunch and dinner Monday through Friday, and then maybe just keep some stuff around the house, some fruits and stuff for breakfast. Like for myself, I don't really eat breakfast that much, but if I do, I don't mind like a smoothie. I usually buy like the little smoothie drinks from or buy Naked or Boathouse Farms. I'll usually, excuse me, I usually pick up one of those, or sometimes I just want to eat something light, like maybe a bagel or an egg and like, a banana, something like that for breakfast. So I don't have to really think too much into that. But when it comes to lunch and dinner, it's a different story. And especially if you have children. Okay. I have 3 kids. And so I don't want to have to force my kids to eat like me. So if I had to create that plan, I would have to be very strategic of how I would do that. There are some things that I would want to eat that'll help me lose weight that my kids may like to eat, but that's not always the case. So sometimes you may have to create your own separate meal to meal prep while you're actually cooking dinner for your family, your kids, your spouse, or whatever. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to create that meal plan. Then you have to structure yourself of how you're going to work out. Are you going to do some in-home workouts? Are you going to go to the gym? How often can you go to the gym a week? How long will you be able to work out? What time of day? Is it going to be early morning? Is it going to be midday, afternoon, or evening? Like, you're going to have to plan everything out and be strategic with how this is going to happen for you. So you can't just say, well, I want to lose 10 pounds a month so that I can lose those 60 pounds in 6 months. You're going to have to create the structure, the strategy, and the plans around how that is going to happen. So you can do that with that or anything else that you're trying to do. You listen, Google is my best friend. Okay. I Google everything 50 times a day. I'm sure you can Google whatever it is that you need to Google. Also, we have Chat GPT. You can literally search anything on Chat GPT. You can tell Chat GPT whatever it is that you want it to do. And listen, Chat GPT will give you so many different ideas. And so that'll help you just in case if you're having a brain fart or, the foggy brain, as I call it, and you can't really think of anything. Use those resources that you have to come up with this structure, but you're definitely going to need to come up with the structure. And while we're on this, creating the plans and writing it out and setting those clear and measurable goals, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing this well ahead of time. Like I said, December may not be the month, or it could be, because it may not take you a long time to do this, but you don't want to try to cram everything in like a week or two. So listen, it's like the end of October right now. You can start doing that now. You can start, or say, hey, I can do a little bit for the month of October for a little bit of time that we do have left. You can start in November at the beginning of the month and start structuring all of this stuff out so that once January 1st hits, then you can hit the ground running. Now, the third thing you're going to want to do is cultivate a growth mindset. Listen, this is going to be really important because you have to understand that when you make a plan and you strategize and you come up with how you're going to do it, it's not going to always work, honey. Sometimes it's going to fall apart. Okay. Sometimes there's going to be some roadblocks. There's going to be some trials and tribulations. Okay. There's going to be so many things that's going to happen where you're not going to be able to stay on track. I want you to understand something. I'm telling myself this too. I am talking to myself as well because it happens to all of us. We create these plans, we do all of this stuff, and then next thing you know, life starts lifing. Things start happening, then we end up getting off track. But you, my friend, you darling, I don't want you to get off track. I want you to, as a matter of a fact, okay, while we're cultivating this growth mindset, what I want you to do is I want you to even think about some of those roadblocks. When you think about why you did not accomplish something in 2024, let's just say that, or maybe last year, the year before, you've had this, especially if this is one goal or something you've been wanting to do and you set this goal every year, but you never accomplish it. Ask yourself why. What happened during these times? Like what part of life was lifing happened to you that you did not accomplish that thing? So, and I think that's going to be really important is when you're able to foresee things and you're able to identify those things ahead of time, then it helps you that when that time comes, you can say, oh, you know what? I dealt with this last year. I already knew this was coming. I knew this was happening. This is how I'm going to work around that. Or it might be something that you may not have been aware was going to happen, but you knew that there could possibly be a roadblock. And so you're already mentally preparing yourself to make sure that you tackle that thing, whatever it is. So I would advise that you think about all the things that could happen in your life that could, I'm not going to say prevent you from doing it, because we don't want to stop. We don't want it to prevent us, but that may cause a little hiccup to where you're not able to actually accomplish the thing maybe when you thought you would. So if we're talking about that same scenario of losing weight of 60 pounds in 6 months, hey, it might end up taking you 8 months or 9 months to get it done because of some things that might happen. But the goal is, and the bottom line is, you got it done. And I want you to understand that. So even if something happens and it throws you off track, right? Because people get sick. We have family members that die. Something might happen in our personal lives. I don't know, house might catch on fire. Hopefully it's nothing major that I'm talking about. I can't really think of anything else, but let's just say, you just have just things that starts to happen. You're going to get off track. You're going to get off track. Nothing is going to happen perfectly, but you have to know how to pivot, and you have to know that this is nothing personal. Okay. Nothing personal is happening to you, because sometimes we'll think like, oh my goodness, like things keep happening to me, or I must not be deserving of this thing because, oh my goodness. But let me tell you something about the enemy. Okay. Anytime that you're doing something that is going to better yourself, or where you're going to be helping other people, or anything that seems to be positive, okay, the enemy will come to kill, steal, and destroy. Best to believe. Some things are just inevitable. It's going to happen, but you have to understand that things don't happen to you. It's not personal, but they don't happen to say, oh, you're not deserving or worthy of anything. It's just a part of life, baby. So you have to really cultivate that growth mindset and understand that you're deserving of whatever it is that you're trying to do. All you have to do is just keep your mind on the prize. Now, hey, so while we're here, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't want you to miss any future videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the other side. Now, the fourth thing that you will want to do, now this is where, things start to kind of pivot a little bit, but you want to definitely continue to develop yourself. Okay. And I know sometimes it can get hard unless one of your goals is to actually get back in school. Sometimes when we're just like, working our jobs and we're doing our little day to day or whatever, like we're here to elevate. We're here for transformation, intentionality. Okay. So you want to constantly develop yourself in all areas of your life. So you want to definitely, if you have to get back in school, for instance, if you want to take any classes, webinars, master classes, lunch and learns. It's so many other things. I mean, you can take a course, and I mean, they have so many now, like on Thinkific and some of those other sites. You can do that. You can, maybe if you decide to get a coach or somebody to work with, or anything you want to continue to develop yourself, you can even, what they call a YouTube versity. Okay. There's so many videos on YouTube as far as helping you to level up yourself, whether it's, to start a business, if it's to, maybe you just want to be knowledgeable in certain areas as far as wealth and health. If you're trying to lose weight or be healthy, maybe you want to get into like, herbal things and learn how to really heal your body and all that stuff. That'll be great. Again, you can, learn things about, wealth, and knowing if you are working at a job, how can you make the most of your money so that you set yourself up for retirement. I look at, there's a lot of people that I follow on YouTube now when it comes to that type of stuff, because I'm not really good at that. So yes, I look at a lot of stuff. I have a lot of books and stuff that I need to read. I didn't read as much as I wanted to this year, but I still have a little bit of time in 2024. So the year hasn't ended yet. So I'll make sure I try to delve into one of my books that I haven't finished, but that's something that I do want to make sure that I do when as I go into 2025 is to read more, and especially all these books that I have and a ton of the books that I have in my Amazon cart right now that I need to go ahead and purchase, but I still have a lot of books I haven't read. So either way it go, continue to develop yourself. We're about, like I said, leveling up. Make sure that you're pouring into yourself, that you start to understand who you are and what you bring to the table. Because as they say, knowledge is power, but action is even more powerful. Okay, so make sure that you are really, really taking control of this right here, that you are filling this right here with good stuff. Not all these reality TV shows, not all of this gossip and drama that you see on social media and all these different things. I want you to really take control of your mind so that you can be knowledgeable about all the things that's going on. Especially now we have an election. Okay, you want to be knowledgeable about these different candidates, whether if you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, or whatever, right? Knowledge is power, but action is even more powerful. Make sure you go vote. Okay. Now, last but not least, okay, girl, get out the house. I'm talking to myself too. I told you I was talking to myself. Get out the house. Okay. Live a little bit. I know. Listen, I told you I have 3 kids. I'm a single mother with 3 children. Okay. It's hard for me sometimes. I work a full-time job. I'm also, have a business on the side. It's a lot of stuff that I have going on. And so I have to tell myself sometimes, you got to get out of the house for you. Okay. So like right now it's fall. So we have a lot of fall festivals. And, I look up all these fall festivals. I'm taking my kids to all this stuff, and we're just having some real good, happy, fun, laughter, family time. Okay. But sometimes I like to go out by myself. I like to go and do things where I go out to eat by myself. I don't care if I'm going wine tasting by myself. I also want to do like some little pottery and stuff. I've been seeing some classes around town for that. So I want to get into those things, but that's a time for you. They call it self-care, or whatever it is, right? But you want to make sure that you're getting out of the house and you're taking time for yourself. Get away from all of the responsibilities. I know it can be harder to be said than done, especially when you have a lot on your plate. But sometimes you just need that alone time, whether or not getting outside could just be leaving outside of your house and walking around your neighborhood a couple of times. You'll be getting a little bit of exercise, but you can also decompress and really, get your mind going in regards to all of the responsibilities you have and all the things that you are going to be doing in the future. But I really want you to get out and have fun. Go to concerts, get with your girlfriends, and let it just be y'all, and y'all go out to eat, go do something that you haven't done before. Okay. We have a bucket list, and we have things that we want to accomplish. If you want to go jump out that plane, you want to go skiing or skydiving or whatever it is that you want to do it. Check this stuff off your bucket list. Go traveling. Do something that you haven't done before, or even if it's something you have done before, let it be you getting out of the house, you doing the things that you're going to do that is going to really set you up to do all of the responsibilities. So all the goals and stuff that you have and the responsibilities that you have, the only way that you can show up for these things is if you are good. So I want you to make sure that you take time for yourself to go out and have fun. So girl, baby, get out the house. Listen, I want to thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.